After university, life tends to become very lonely for many students, and the common explanations we hear are usually things like friends move to different cities and get jobs in different places, classmates choose to pursue a master's degree and form new social circles, and for international students, once studies end, visas often expire, forcing them to return home far away from their university friends. So loneliness is often explained as a change in circumstances. But what if the real reason isn't just the circumstances? What if the problem lies in the type of relationships we form during university? What if I told you that Aristotle actually explained this exact loneliness thousands of years ago? Here is the thing. He regarded friendship as a central element of a good life, but he also believed that most friendships are not as deep or as genuine as we think they are. According to Aristotle, there are three types of friendships, and understanding these three types explain exactly why life after university can feel so empty. Here are the types of friendships, so I will explain each one of them. 1. Friendship of utility. This is where you are friends with someone because you're useful to each other. This type of friendship is actually extremely common in university. Think about the group projects that you get to do, the assignments and the coursework. You work closely with teammates that you get paired with, sometimes out of nowhere by your lecturer, and you end up relying on each other's strengths to get the work done. You become so close, and sometimes you end up becoming very close. Now, if someone performs well in the team, you might want to work with them again, and over time, that repeated cooperation creates a strong bond between the two of you. But Aristotle actually warned that friendships that are based on utility are temporary by nature, because once the project ends, once you graduate, once there is no longer a shared benefit between the two of you, the friendship slowly fades, as there is nothing left holding it together. The second type of friendship is the friendship of pleasure. This type of friendship is built on shared enjoyment. Think of it like the laughter, the jokes, the funny trips you take during your university, the parties, the late night conversations, the vibes, the clubbing. The university is actually full of these moments, and they are actually very, very beautiful. But Aristotle urged that friendships based on pleasure are not foundational. They exist as the enjoyment exists. Here is the twist. After graduation, reality changes. There is no more free allowance that you used to receive as a student, no more idle time. Work becomes a priority, responsibilities increase. So when the shared pleasure disappears, the friendship often disappears with it. Not because anyone is bad actually, but because the foundation was temporary. The third type of friendship is the friendship of virtue. This is the deepest and the rarest form of friendship. A friendship of virtue is based on character, shared values, and genuine goodwill. These friends do not just enjoy the moments together, they sincerely want good things for each other. They support each other's growth, they remain connected even when life changes. And this is actually the kind of friendship that lasts. The kind whereby years later you can say to your children, "You see this friend of mine? We have been together since our days in university. We have been together since day one. He is my G." The good thing, these friendships survive distance even after graduation. They also survive time and life transitions because they were never built on convenience or fun alone. So let's get back to the big question of the day. Why does loneliness hit after university? If you take a close observation, in university most friendships fall into the first two categories, the utility and the pleasure. But once you graduate, there are no more group projects, so friendships of utility naturally collapse like the wall of Jericho. And also, life becomes serious after university or after your graduation, so friendships of pleasure slowly fade. What remains are the few, if any at all, the friendships of virtue. And that sudden reduction in meaningful connection is what we experience as loneliness. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the answer. So, the next time you feel lonely after university, you need to pause for a moment. Reflect on the relationships you had. Were you only close during group projects with your friends? Did you mostly meet to hang out on weekends and vibe together? or why your relationships build on shared values and mutual growth. Because loneliness isn't always about losing people. Sometimes it's about realizing what kind of bonds we actually have. Here is my advice for current university students. If you're still in university, this is your opportunity to enjoy the moments, enjoy the fun, have friends, but you also need to be intentional about your friendship. You should build friendships that are rooted in shared values, respect, and genuine care. Because when the university ends, the moments will fade, but the right friendships will remain. I end this with a quote that is actually attributed to Aristotle, which says, "A friend to all is a friend to none."